Well, this is going to be interesting. This is how you get ready to take a bird out of your fireplace. Had to go buy a cage, and hopefully it's big enough, and it's not too big so the bird flies through the slats. But the great homogeneous hunter is going to try to get a bird out of the flue that got stuck in a windstorm. So he's been trying to get out. Had this happen 2 years ago, and didn't have similar luck. In fact, we went up and looked, couldn't find anything, and then all of a sudden the bird figured out how to open the flue itself from the inside, popped down into the fireplace when I was on the computer, and next thing I know, I got trying to hold the fireplace down and hold the protector in place, trying to make sure that bird doesn't get out of the fireplace, and flew by my shoulder and was in the townhouse pooping for 7 hours. Kept hitting the windows up here, and I had the doors open, but it wouldn't go out the doors. It was, and the windows, it would only go and slam against the windows. So it was kind of a hectic thing. We ended up saving the bird, and a friend of mine came over and jerry rigged a box with a pole on it. Went all the way up to the diamond windows up there, and had it in a diamond. And as you can hear, I think you can hear it. Oh yeah, something's in there. Now, of course, I just bought this. I went to the pet mini mart here and got a cage. They were really nice to give me a completed one so that I wouldn't have to have too much stress to put it together. And of course, my cat is just waiting patiently. He's not going to be in there when I do this, but it is going to be interesting. It's Zeus. Zeus wants food. He's like, oh, bonus. The Garfield of cats is going to get some. No, not really. But anyway, I am going to try to get this bird out of the flue. And hopefully it's big enough that it won't go flying through the slats and I'll have a 7-hour problem. Or even longer. But we'll see what happens. This is the first installment of this, so wish me luck. Biggest thing that we're going to have to find is the fact that we're going to have to move these couches. So I'm going to have to totally get this couch out of the way. Maybe have to move this one, try to get it out the door over here or the door over there down the hallway. It's going to be kind of a tight spot, so we'll go ahead and give it a shot. I'm going to put this table and I'm going to put it up against the fireplace there and have this cage up above, and then I'm going to block the fireplace opening, which is 4 foot by 2.5 feet. So we'll see if we can manage that. So my next step is to do that, and I will do that now, and hopefully I will not make a big mistake. Well, now I've got the setup, so we'll see what happens. I don't know how this is going to work. We'll just do the best we can and see how it goes. But it's going to be an episode in futility, I think. But we'll do the best we can to get this thing out of here and free and clear and not hurt anything. So in the process, so hopefully we can get it out of the flue and hopefully it'll go right in the cage. I'm a little worried that this cage might have too big of slats in it, so all of a sudden I'll see a bird, or you'll see a bird flying up into the rafters, and the rafters are pretty high. So, I mean, we're going to do the best we can. We'll see what happens, and, you know, gotta live on the edge. Only way to do it. Yep. It's right there, right?
I don't know. I don't have a fireplace.
Okay, you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm right here with the thing.
Nowhere to go. It fell.
Did it fall? Did you hear it fall?
Yeah, I heard it fall.
I thought it just might have gone somewhere else up there. Is there anywhere else for it to go?
No, I saw something fall. See, that's what I was worried about. You don't see it? Did it go under the towel?
I don't know. It might have. Why don't you we could put the
Well,
the
there's
cage
something
back.
in the towel.
There's something in the towel.
Over in the right corner.
I see some dust and some feathers. You see anything underneath?
No.
It may still be up there. Why don't we leave it quiet for a second? Because I can't hear anything moving around if you're moving that.
I know, but I don't see anything.
Alright, well now would be a good time to put the cage up there.
Yep. Now, let's put the cage up. And it is open, right?
I don't know. You were the one that opened it. Like I said, I don't know anything about fireplaces.
Let me look.
It has to be open because we got big tufts of like crab and bird feathers.
I can't see up there. You're smaller. You got an opening up there?
Yep, it's open.
It's open.
It's probably, it's got to be up there somewhere, or else it went straight up to get away from the noise.
I'll see.
At this point, I would just leave it like that because it can't get out, and wait, if it does fall down, just
Now should I start a fire?
no, it's not gonna. Then what happens if it falls down into the fire?
And burns the fucking house down. That's what I'm thinking. That's
Yeah,
why I
just-
told
just
everybody on
leave it.
Facebook.
Just leave it. And if it never falls down, when was the last time you had your chimney cleaned? It may be due for cleaning anyway,
Yeah.
so you might want to call.
Well, it is definitely down there, right? I mean, it's definitely there.
It's definitely open. I don't know, as far as where else it can go in there. I imagine maybe there are flues that come inside too.
Yeah.
So it's probably laying on one of those. You'll be able to hear it when it gets going again.
Well, do you think that, I mean, it won't be able to get through this, right?
I wouldn't think so, not unless it's a very small bird. And I wouldn't think it would be smart enough. I'd just leave it for right now. Just don't worry about it.
Is it drunk?
It knocked some shit off down there. It'll make its way down because it sees the light now.
Come in the cage.
You're going to record it beating its brains out.
Well, it worked. Cersei and I got the bird down. We left the chain link kind of thing up, which is this, and basically we tightened that up. We're going to throw a blanket on him and pull him out, but then we saw that he was really big and looked like a flicker of some sort, and pretty long beak, real pretty actually. But what we did was we then put the cage up to the fireplace and just sat back and watched. And I should have turned the camera on. And he actually jumped in the cage and started hanging on the bars. And once he did that, just like any, domestic bird, I came around behind him and shut the gate on him and locked him in. But he could stick his head out of the slats, but he couldn't get totally out. So instead of grabbing the camera to show that, we just carried him outside and let him go to freedom. But it was pretty wild. Of course, Zeus is like, damn. Anyway, we got it. I'm a happy camper. My house isn't on fire, and there's not a bird flying around and like dumping like bombs all over my couch. So it's got to be a good day when that happens. So good to go. Right on, right on. Laters.